Alright, let's dive right into it. So yesterday I've been messing around with the render and especially with the pipeline. So right now everything is broken because I'm refactoring how the mesh are drawn. And effectively I've been able to implement the indirect rendering. So as you can see here, I've fully implemented the indirect rendering, but things are not working like completely as expected. Before I can move on, I really have to disable. Yeah, I need to get rid of the release folder, which is getting annoying. So this guy here is making things broken. I don't know why it's just affecting GLM and why GLM can't find GTC when release is also enabled. Well, it can't find GTC because it can't import the module. Why is it ambiguous? And why is it only for GLM? The GLM? That doesn't make any sense. That's weird. I don't know, what can I do for like CMake profiles? Can I like cache variables? Can I like delete enable profile? Maybe I can disable the profile when I don't need it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to disable the profile. Reload CMake on editing. Reload CMake project. That could be interesting. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Because those squiggly red lines are quite annoying. Especially because they hide other errors then. Is this gonna work? Let me give a little bit of time to allow it to settle. So it's currently analyzing the source code. Okay. It looks good. That's very nice. So just disabling it. It's not visible. That's super nice. Okay. Close that. And I'm gonna move right into the problem. But first I wanna try running this. And I don't remember if I made any changes that would break anything. Oh, okay, no, it's still kind of working. So you can see why it's a bit broken. And every time I step out of a sector, then it's gonna reload. I even wonder if it's the same. Oh, this got flattened quite a bit. Why is it all stretched? Yeah, I wonder if it's consistent. It's really hard to tell. It looks very random. Yeah. Yeah, no, actually it is quite consistent. But maybe because I'm not traveling. And really the debug console is awful. Like what's wrong with it? It's just a debug one. I think the run console is somewhat fine and yet still slow, but at least it kind of works. Why does it feel so slow? It feels sluggish. Okay, it looks like it's somehow stable. So I'm gonna blame this on the allocator. So the suballocation. What if instead of suballocating, I'll just yeah, I don't really need to suballocate the buffer itself, but rather the vertex buffer as a vertex buffer. I don't know if this makes sense. So the vertex buffer. Give me some noise. I need some background music. That's Neo Soul. I think Neo Soul should be good. Okay, I like it. It's got some groove. It's a bit chill. Please highlight. So give me a highlight of all the vertex buffer usage. And I really wish I didn't have all of these things in here. So why would you put things are already on the left side. Can you like not show me? Customize highlight level. Show code lens. Code. Hey. Show code lens. On scroll bar hover. Okay, no, that's that is nice sometimes. Okay. I don't mean that. But I need to customize this thing. Configure inspection. So first of all, I don't want to see anything about Git. GitLab. Git action. Just Git. Version control, okay. Please don't show me anything about version control. And that didn't work. Syntax, none, I don't know. And I also have to constantly fight against my mouse. So version control. Okay, that didn't have any effect on these tiny squigglies. So maybe I should just ignore them. Okay, let me just try to ignore them because I think I can see now that the long ones are the one that I should care anyway. So these are the usage that I'm looking for. Let me try one last thing and customize to none. Okay, syntax. Why syntax? Why do I even care about syntax? Like, what the heck? I probably don't care about syntax and errors, warnings. Those are fine. But syntax. Okay, 6 typos. Who cares? Like XR mode is totally fine. No need to English everything in code. So the first use is here, sub-free, all the chunks. Okay, but we don't need that anymore because we are not sub-freeing anything. So remove this. And then we generate the buffer, and that's okay. I'm gonna pop paint, maybe not paint, but rather let's see, maybe I need a mirror board. Yeah, let me try to pop my mirror board. Okay, got my mirror board. So what I need to figure out is how to set the vertex buffer and sub-allocate by myself. So it is it alignment? So let me think about this. What if alignment was instead set by the size of the vertex? So this is a completely wrong way of dealing with it, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So there should be a sub-allocation thing somewhere. Destroy. Okay, yeah, right here. When I create the block, so I might try to say that the alignment wait, where's the alignment? Okay, it's not there. So the alignment might be the size of doesn't even have a shader. Sub-alloc. I could have the alignment here. The const vk device size alignment. Yeah, that could be an option. And I'm gonna set it here. And by default, this should be 0. I think it accepts 0. So 0 means probably default. Maybe there is something in the documentation. So the alignment must be power of 2. Special value is 0. Same meaning as 1. Oh, power of 2. Okay. So power of 2. Well, it should be. Could be. Let me check the size of the vertex. So that should be in here. So the vertex type is a float 2, float 2, float 4 and 4. Which the alignment, is it in bytes or in bits? Yeah, it should be in bytes. Must be power of 2, alignment, maybe it's in bits. So that should be 64, right? Which is okay. That should be 64 bits alignment. Oh, music is gone. Keep playing, please. Well, I'm gonna try. It could be bytes. Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah, you can't align to bits. So that's got to be bytes, and 64 is probably the size of this guy here. That's 32. No, that's not 32. That's 4 times 32. So that's 4 times 4, which is 16 bytes, and in total is 32 bytes. So 32 times 8 is 256. I'm gonna say 256. It's either 32 or 256. Yeah, I'm gonna try with 32 first. So that needs to be specified in the suballoc function. Which kindly happens suballoc. Okay, we got something here. And why is it not telling me the error? You really had one job. Maybe because it's silenced. Okay, it was silenced by my search. So that's gonna be 32 or 256. I'm gonna find it out soon. I don't know, I'm just trying things out at this point. Yeah, that's still messed up. 32, 256 maybe, I don't know. Let's try. Trying. And still broken. Yeah. It looks even worse. Okay, I'm not gonna waste any more time on this. So I'm gently going to remove the whole sub-allocation business going on here. Okay, so we, instead of sub-allocating, so update chunks, it will sub-allocate and then issue an update command. What if instead so this is interesting. What if I update the whole vertex buffer? Yeah. Hey 42x, welcome back, how are you doing? So fun things that's happening. I'm changing the way everything is drawn, and this is what happens. You see? Okay, but I'm gonna fix it. It's a minor issue that's not gonna impact the player anyway, so you can totally play like this. This is totally fine. It's a very unpredictable game. Okay. Vertex size. So yeah, okay. Let me like create a vertex buffer here. And that's gonna be shaders, solid, not a vector of shaders. What the heck? Vertex input. And that's gonna be the vertices. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna call it VBO, like the good old OpenGL way of doing things. And I will just add everything into that array. So chunk is really not that smart anymore. It's just a struct at this point. So I will change that too. Chunk doesn't contain anything very useful. And it's got no buffer suballocation. Or, no, wait. Maybe I just make everything public first. Yeah, that's way less code change anyway. Well, it is already, yeah. So it's a struct, so everything is public anyway. Then we don't call free or suballoc anymore, so we don't have a buffer. Or maybe we can just simulate now. Now we can't simulate the buffer. So we have the VBO, and what I need to store in the VBO is the current offset. So that's going to be VK device size. And the VBO offset, which is, well, actually it's just an index offset, and it should turn. Is it an yeah? I just need an index offset because it's not a memory offset. I'm not using it as a buffer offset, but we'll get to that later. So the offset is the size of the vertex buffer, so the current size, which is going to be 0 at the beginning. Whoops, VBO. So the offset is the current size. Then I'm gonna move this bit to the update later. And that can be done if everything is, yeah. We don't need to update if we don't have any data, so this can turn into something else, but I don't want to mix sections without checking first. So I'm just gonna say chunks update. Oh wait, this is only updating the chunks, so it's not building them up from scratch. And the vertex buffer offset. Yeah, I guess the vertex buffer offset should be globally available. And music is over again. So I'm gonna turn into some chill waves. So the VBO offset. Well, there is a VBO offset in here, but there should also be a global offset. So that will be declared here. I'm gonna make it here in 32. And there will be a vertex buffer index, but rather offset, which starts at 0. And that will be used here as a destination offset, but we need to turn it into bytes here. Okay. So what do we have to do? We got the size. What is this size? So this is the size of the data that is in this chunk, and we allocate the chunk. The chunk is created with the sector, color, chunk index, and what else does it need? The set index. Is the set index even relevant anymore? The set index is not relevant anymore, so I'm gonna remove it. Descriptor set index, remove that. We don't suballocate the buffer. Let's get rid of everything. And make everything public. Yeah, no creation. Okay, let's just do it. Vertex count. What is size? Size. Size. A chunk. Yeah, size doesn't really make sense. Anyway. So I'm gonna remove it for now. Height doesn't make sense. I don't think it's used anywhere. And the descriptor set is not used anymore. The shader it's using, not useful. Cool. We're gonna have a bunch of errors now, but that's fine. So we don't have errors here, which is weird. No, it's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Cool. And we should allow copying. There is really not much going on here. Well, maybe it's kind of becoming relevant size. So if you keep copying every time we do an operation, that's gonna be a bit costly. So create. Well, it's gonna copy anyway, so I don't know. I'm removing it, and so it's not like it's holding any special resource. And sometimes copying is faster. So there is no there is a buffer offset though. We need the buffer offset, and that's gonna be, well, let's find out. But transform, we can already fix it. Also color. Let's fix what is fixable. And all the errors really are just here. What's going on here? Return sector. And the same happens here. Sector. Okay, the code seems to be much tidier now. We don't need a create, that's for sure. I'm gonna comment that out. And we're gonna have a designated initializer with the same data, pretty much the same data. But okay, I need to get the constructor back because I need to bring some of that stuff back. The transform. Okay, so the transform is just a translation. That was easy. So transform is gonna be a translate of sector. And where does sector come from? Chunk.sector. Oops. Then we're gonna have chunk.color. And again, chunk.sector. And the vertex count is just the data, okay? That's in its own VBO. Please do the cast for me. Can you do it? Is this so hard? You just promised me to do the cast, and you're not doing it. No, it's just not doing it anymore. So static cast to you in 32 of that. So shut up and don't keep complaining about tiny things. So we get the chunk, and also we need the VBO offset. So that's a new field, which is going to be in 32. That's the VBO or vertex offset. Yeah, vertex offset, which is last. Dot vertex offset is the VBO offset. And this needs to be static casted. Looks like we have everything. We don't need you anymore. We don't need the suballocation. We haven't really used size. So the size can go. This can be maze const. Then what happens when the chunk is empty? Yeah, everything can be default. That's fine. You're just allocating or resetting it here. Now to the good stuff. Well, no, not really. I haven't copied. So the VBO. Well, only if VBO.append chunk vertices. So this is gonna append the vertices. It's gonna record the offset. And that's pretty much it. So at the end of the operation, if VBO has got some data, or even better, if it's not empty, yeah, that's more readable. If the vertex buffer object is not empty, then we need to upload the data to the GPU. And music is gone again. Let's roll over some piano. Let's go with the piano arpeggios. Okay, this is more on the chaotic side. Let's see if this sparkles things, spices things a bit more. So the vertex needs to be updated using the VBO. And what can I say? Make a span from the VBO. I should be able to do that like this. And that's gonna be at 0 offset. And also 0 offset in the destination and at the source. What's wrong with you? Cannot convert to a span of that type. Okay. It's a vector and you can't make it a span. What if I just pass the vector? That's not gonna work. Okay, this function needs to be reworked a bit. So, can you suggest me what you were telling me before? VBO dot data and VBO dot size. Well, that's the same. Okay. Let's reinterpret cast it here. That's the pointer for the data. And as for the size, do we have byte size? No. It's gonna be size const auto size. That's VBO times size times shader vertex input. Not the type. What's the size of the type? So this should convert the number of vertices into some size. So this then ends up in PTR, pointer and size. Pointer and size. Cool. We have an update. Then the vertex offset, can just call that from the vertex. So that is chunks vertex offset. That's about it. I'm gonna safely run it in debug mode. I'm pretty sure bad things are going to happen. Okay, well, we haven't even got to running yet. What's wrong with you? Vertex count. Wait, did I update the vertex count? I probably didn't. Chunks. Update chunks, vertex count. No, actually, yeah, I did vertex count. Okay. So we do have a vertex count, which... why was I looking at the vertex count? Wait, I'm a bit lost. Wait, what was the error? Please come back. Debug? No, not debug. Build. Messages? Yes. What is wrong? What is happening here? chunks. It's pushing the chunks. Okay, wait. Draw arguments. Okay. And what's wrong with this? It does not evaluate the function taking. Who is not evaluating to a function? Vertex count. That's not a function. What's wrong with you? To a function taking 0 arguments. What the heck? Are you crazy? What does that even mean? I'm gonna try recompiling it again. What? Okay, come on. I didn't click properly. Okay. That should be good now. Good to go. So at the moment, I will just draw everything in a buffer that is allocated from... So that was not even the problem. What is it then? Wait, this doesn't make any sense. Why is it so messed up? And we got an abort. Okay, never mind. But why is it not drawing it properly in the first place? Hello, Cyber. Things are getting messy here, and I don't quite understand why. Maybe I need to start investigating this in first vertex. Yeah, first vertex. That's the vertex offset, right? So when I do the draw, we have the vertex count, the instance count, the first vertex, which is the offset. What happened? I'm trying to transition from multiple draw calls to using the draw indirect, which well, should cut off some of the overhead. But that's what happens then. So I wonder if bind vertex buffer. So the vertex buffer, yeah, that's the vertex buffer. What are the parameters here? The binding count, which is a size, and then is that the bindings? Yes, that's the vertex, and the offsets. So it begins at 0. Then we have the descriptor sets, which should be alright. I feel like it's time to go to do some diagnostics. So I'm gonna load the application. And why doesn't it run? What happened there? Where is the diagnostic window? Errors. Ah, weird. What happened there? I don't know. I'm in the debug, Yeah, that should work. What is wrong? We get something going on, but I don't have time to look at. So there is a bit of we can create format not supported. What? Failed to initialize. Okay. VK image create max MIP levels. Error format not supported. Okay, that's weird. Each of the following values as described image creation limits must be unspecified image create max MIP levels. Oh, that's a new. Where is this happening? Hmm. Usage failed to initialize. Should not resize. Okay. Okay. This is all good. Using Vulkan, VK image create info image create max MIP levels. So there is an image create info somewhere. And there's only one place where this happens. And it's in the Vulkan swap chain creation. Create info. But there is no such thing. Image create max MIP levels. What is this? Let me try to get some help. What does this say? The Vulkan validation error is telling you that specify combination of parameters. Structure is not supported by the physics device. So what's wrong? Let's break down. Okay. But where is this happening? Why does it only happen there? That's what RenderDoc added. But why? It used to work. Why is it not working all of a sudden? So it still works in here. So it's totally fine, but it doesn't work in render doc. And it works. It worked the last time. The only thing that I've added is the multi-draw extension. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe it just messed up when I did that. So let me go back to shader parameters extension. So this should bring me an error that tells me to enable the future. Hey, Juan Ruiz. How are you doing, mate? So because he needs to render some things inside your app, okay. Yeah, but everything worked. Like it's not the first time that I'm using it. And as soon as I enable this, Vulkan 1.1 features shader draw parameters. As soon as I enabled this thing here, it stopped working. So if I launch it again, yeah, it's still doing that. Okay, so it's stuff that, can I just disable the whatever it's doing? Visual theme for UI. There must be something. Yes, probably in general. Dude, what's wrong with you? B2. Yeah, I mean there is a UI where it counts the frame rate and other things, and I would like not to have that. I probably better just look for it. Render doc disable overlay. So can I just remove that? Why is it so? Why is it so hard to get this right? I did not want to deal with this. I have other problems. Come on. Yeah, that's the same blog post. I'll enable process injection, allow. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything specific for that. Maybe I was using, maybe the last time that I did, I was using another thing. Bro, let's make our own game engine from scratch. It's not from scratch. It is kind of from scratch, but at least I don't have to make my own GPU communication. So that's the driver's job. I'm using APIs. It's not even a game engine anyway, so I'm not thinking of making a game engine. It's just a game. Good old games from scratch. Format is not supported, but RGB A sRGB. So it doesn't support this format. Each of the following values described in the migration limit must not be undefined. So each of the following values. But who is doing this? Like RenderDog is doing something wrong. And what should I do then? Must not be undefined. Let's make a project. What do you have in mind? I wish I had infinite time to make infinite projects. So I'm gonna give you more. This only happens in render doc. So I'm gonna get the extension back, and instead at the device selection, I will opt for the integrated one. Or maybe I can do the same there now. Where is the integrated? So instead of discrete, I'm gonna opt for integrated. No, actually it was not discrete. Build this. So what do you have to say? It might just be that different GPU behaves differently. So did it finish building? No, still building. Yeah, I mean I'm not rendering images. That's the thing. And I didn't have this issue before. So that's kind of out of blue. So am I doing this? I don't understand. Is this from tiling, optimal, transfer sampled, storage, and color attachment? Flags create mutable format. But you can close the window, but it doesn't close. I hate when this happens. It just detached from the process. Which terminal is this? Okay, whatever. Just say there. Those are the Vulkan device is AMD. Should that be your graphic card? Yeah, that's the integrated one because I just changed it to not use the discrete one. So I just told him to not use the main GPU, but if I change this, it's gonna be back to the RTX. Okay, I want to do a debug session. So where's my main? I'm gonna start from main. Windows, source main. So I'm gonna break it over here. And then I should be able to attach a running instance. Not like this. Wait, what is this? Launch. Wait, how can I attach to a process? Oh, it cannot attach to a process? Wait, that's a bummer. I thought you could attach to a process. Maybe that's that only possible on Android. Bummer. Okay, so I should do it reverse. So the reverse means that I have to launch it from here first. And stop debugging. And how I'm just gonna delay. There is delay. No, hard sleep. Yeah, sleep. What is the parameter? Milliseconds. Sleep for a bit. Okay, after sleeping, I'm gonna start it over here. I will have 5 seconds to attach the debugger. I'm not gonna be able to do that. Ah, okay, I failed. Never mind. Can I like maybe I can system pause. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. System pause. Is this gonna compile? Cool. Relaunch this. Then how do I attach to a process? Attach to an unstarted process. I've never seen this. What? What the heck? Local. What is it using usually? Yeah, this one. No. Keep authorized elevation. What the hell? Yeah, but what? What are you even doing? Why is it so difficult to just debug? So attach to process. Debugger is not loaded. Why? Okay. We should have something. And GE Windows attach. And I'm gonna make sure this is set to break whenever we step into a validation error. And now, where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, this should be it. And now go. It breaks here. Okay, it's the swap chain creation. So which one is it creating? Oh, it's the MSAA. So what's wrong with it? Exception, okay. So the following returned error format not supported. Get physical image format properties. So what is the problem? Why is this format not correct? I think it comes from physical properties. Returned format not supported when calling physical device image format properties to did it return format not supported? Oh, no, VK image create info returned that. How? How is it Not supported. Because I've literally checked if it's supported. And that's for the color, right? So color image create. And the usage is just color attachment. Pnex is null. So should I try with this first? Maybe maybe it likes it more. Is it supported? Maybe I didn't check if it's supported. So how do I know if it's supported? So I'm getting format properties. Go to the type, features. Wait, I think I'm missing a bit here. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna try again and attach to the debugger this time. Let's go. Okay, we're still here. Now, SBGRA as RGB. Does it not like sRGB? I mean, this worked. This literally used to work. Get physical device image format properties, which is get physical device, device format properties. Okay. Get physical device image format properties. And the format is not supported. What the heck do you support then? Okay, let's do this. So get physical device image format properties. And what's wrong with you? Cannot be used as a type. No, it's not a type. I need to call it. And that wants the physical device. We got that. Then where is it? Then we're gonna need this guy over here. Okay, stop there. We get physical device image format properties. Image format info and image format properties. So the image format info, so that's gonna be format info. And the type okay, format info 2. There is no next. The format is current format. The type. What is the type? VK image type 2D. VK image type 2D. And the tiling is VK tiling optimal. Ah, usage. What the hell? That's all the usage. I just want to use it, the color attachment bit. All of this stuff. This can't be right. I mean, that's a lot of work. Why do I have to do all of this and it's steering me from the main task? Such a bummer. Why don't you just work? So which one of these is a problem? Can you just be more precise? This looks like some made up bullshit. Following return format not supported. Okay, what if I just skip all this stuff? And it must be one of these formats. I mean, what other formats do you even know? So back to the VK. Okay, maybe it doesn't like the sRGB. So I'm gonna put these forward. And try again. How do I even know it just put all of those additional usages, which I don't have? Come on, boy, compile this thing. Oh, it's finished. Okay, launch it again. Okay. There you go. It didn't like the sRGB stuff. What? Ah. I wasted so much time. The color isn't it much different now. and capture frame. Let's see what's going on. Finally back to work. 16 milliseconds, okay. I mean, it's not like I'm rendering a full-fledged game or anything. So buffers, then command draw indirect. 846 subcommands. Okay. Okay, oh, that's nice. That's a nice view. So I can inspect every... wait. No resource. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not using it anyway. Does this make sense? Yeah, it does. It absolutely makes sense. This is water, probably. Is it? Yeah, this one makes sense. This one also... no, not really. No, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. And why is that? Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? SRGP. I'm pretty sure it used to. I don't understand what happened. Like, I did capture a few days ago. I mean, I have proof. I have the streams. But weird enough, it's not working now. So, yeah, whatever. As long as there is an option. I would also do the check, but that amount of... look at this. Like, flags that I've never added, and then usages that I've never added. How do I even know this stuff? It's going on. Maybe I just test for color attachment and that says, okay, that's totally fine. But then it's gonna add whatever storage. Why would you add storage? Anyway, this looks broken. So what am I looking at? How do I know the offset? So what does this mean? The pipeline, how do I know what is it issuing? So this is indirect. Oh yeah, of course. I can see through the buffer, the indirect buffer. How do I access that? Control. That's interesting. How do I get that? Right click? No, there's nothing there. Triangle list. That should be, yeah, that's the vertex input. The draw index. Draw index. Okay. But how do I know? Bind. Okay, the bind sets, yes. So this is all the things that are related. Okay, that's good. So one of these two... oh, no, wait. Here it is. This is the one. Okay. We got it. And view contents. And the content is Wait, why don't you have the content? Like, you should be able to understand this is a VK argument. I'm gonna get it from here. So the argument buffer there should be defined somewhere. Here it is. Can I just paste this type? Do you know that? No, it doesn't know it. Oh, that's a bummer. And can I do this? Eh. Struct, maybe without the type def. Okay. Yeah. This makes sense now. Maybe I can save it. Can I save it? New format. Oh yeah, I can give it a name. I should definitely give it a name. Hey. And that should be it. I hope that worked. Load selector structure definition. Okay, I can then push that button save. Are you sure you want to override the definition? No, that's fine. So that's the vertex count, and the first is 0. 270. And it rose 276. That's good. Then this one's got 276. Is 276 a triangle list? So 276 divided by 3, it's 92 polygons. Now, 92 polygons. Is it what I see here? Looks like it's plausible. This guy here looks good. It's like doesn't have any weirdness. Then we have this one. But this, well, I mean, it. This face should definitely not be there. What if? Oh, wait. It's not the vertex buffer. What if it's the... Oh yeah, it's a transformation that is messed up. It's the transformation. So back to the pipeline state. That's the view. And this is trying to access a uniform object by the index, right? So the per object buffer, and then the object transform from the draw index. So draw index okay. Is anything missing? I wonder. So that's 4x4. View index. Okay. Now, how do I know this? I can, oh yeah, I can go in the pipeline state, vertex shader. The object data, I can have a sneak peek. This is the object data. And it's child 0. What is child 0? Oh yeah, selected. No, yeah, that's not right. That's not right. Wait, did I forget the alignment? Holy cow, that could just be the alignment. And yeah, I totally messed up the alignment. So what was the alignment? I need to go back to the history of the world. Come on, right click. Give me the history of this reality. Actually, cell, come on, that's no, where is the solid plot? Okay. So I was aligning it at the 64, but now I'm not doing it anymore. Ah! Is this yeah, after struct, okay. That's it. That's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. That's just the reality of things. Stop this running. I'm so confident this is gonna run. The excitement of fixing a bug. It's in the air. Okay, but I want to chill a bit. Is this gonna work? Yeah, alignment. It's always the alignment. But are you running? Oh yeah, it's running and it's waiting for me to hit enter. Where did you go? Bro, where did you go? Okay, I lost it. Too much excitement. Oh, it's running here. Yeah, yeah. Kind of. Kind of. It's better. It's better than what it was before. But I need to do another run through. What about this guy here? You're not aligned. And this should be aligned by, this should be tightly packed. So I wonder if this 32 aligned. No, this is not even used. What am I even talking about? I'm not sure what I'm looking at though. Oh, wait, what is that? This is following me. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm looking at. This is not how it should look like. This is how it should look like. But at least the transformation seems to be alright because things are surrounding me nicely. But yeah, I can't move. Okay, cool. One step forward. And now to find out what's wrong. I guess this is my fault. This is gonna be my fault somewhere. Pack STD 140. Okay, yeah, I've read somewhere that this is packed STD 140. Let's reload. And yeah, I don't need to debug anymore. I'm gonna capture one frame. Close. Let's have a look. Okay, now its transformation is good, but what happens to those neighborhoods? So now this is drawing, but these three don't seem to be drawing nicely. Looks like it's drawing every 4. Okay, yeah, that looks like a pattern over there. It's drawing every 4. It's drawing every 4. So why is this not drawing? Let's have a look. This should have... Wait, what is this a triangle? There shouldn't be any triangle there. Oh, these are 2 triangles. Also weird. What about this one? What about this one? But mostly, what about their transformations? Okay, this looks like it collapsed, and this is also probably collapsed into a singularity, and the third one too. Position. Arc ball, give me the arc ball. Hey, that's odd. But is it maybe just behind the camera? I don't quite understand. Let me go back to the pipeline state. And that's draw index. Vertex. Let's see what this looks like. Object colors alpha should not have these values. So alpha -1 is definitely wrong. So the object color and also these values are not correct. There should not be any rotation. They look like colors. So there is even more. There's even more to the alignment here. Per object, row major, color, and selected. Yeah, see you, mate. Thanks for joining, and have a good day. Yeah, I hope it will be fixed by the next stream. Quite close. There is just another alignment issue. I don't really quite get it yet. Could just be because that. So this is a storage buffer now. So what's the alignment for a storage buffer? What is 40? 64. Yeah, 40, 64. And I'm gonna use the spec viewer, the Vulkan caps viewer. Features, formats. There should be, where are the limits? Properties. Limits, yeah. Storage. Mean storage buffer offset alignment. Offset max storage buffer. There seems to be. Oh, okay. Wait. I know. I have reflection data. Yeah, I have reflection data. I forgot about it. So there should be reflection data of the shader. And I found it here. That should be in shaders. And then the vertex shader. So that's going to be uniform. But wait, where is? This might not be the most recent one. I bet it's gonna be here. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, okay, it's gone. False sneeze alarm. Okay, that's CVB. And the size per frame, the size is that. Offset, okay. What's happening here? The size is 84. This. Yeah, I don't care about this one. It's unused. The size is 84 though. Align as. Okay, the align as should be yeah, not on the whole structure. Yeah, okay. So this should be packed as possible, but there is something float 16, float 4, 16, and well, we just 64 unused? Wait, what? What do you mean unused? What do you mean unused? It is used. Oh, weird. Object transform is unused. Anyway, padded size 16, 64. And that is 64, right? That's 64 anyway. So that's going to be 4 4 times 4. Plot 4, which is 4 times 4, and then 4 times 64. And it's a matrix, so that should match. Plot 4, 4. That's gonna match it. And then this goes at 16. Size is 16. So 64 plus 16 makes 80. And 80. Well, that looks like and the whole size is 84. So I instead wonder what this is being aligned to. Maybe we should align this one tightly packed. I'm gonna give it a try. So 84 in total. No, 88. What was it? Yeah, 84 in total. Then 4 more for that. Alignments, shader. What's this? Is less than the actual alignment. 4 will be ignored. Oh, should be 4 then. Okay, 4. Fine. I'll keep 4 and remove the. I'm gonna remove the system pose. I don't need that anymore. Thanks, you did a good job. Oh boy. Almost there. What? Yeah, that's not right. That's not right. I need to stop into the function that updates that. So the uniforms are generated in the shader module. Per frame and per object. So how much is this value? Now this should be const expr 84 alignment 4 84. Is it 84? It shouldn't be 84. It should not be 84. It was 88. Which one was the right one? I'm gonna open it. No, this was the wrong one. 84 and 84. Well, that's correct then. Bummer. So that is correct. 84. Oh, weird. That was right. So let me go inside. Buffer. Can you give me a bit more? Jump to the source. Adjust font size. No. Visual Studio has a nice overview about the object inside, but it's 84. So that should be alright. 84. Uniform object. Am I using the right? Uniform object per object. Okay. This is going to be 0 anyway. Times max objects. And the offset is 0. I'm gonna put it 0 here. So maybe I should blame the update function. Create staging. Per object. Solid flat. Draw count. Solid flat uniform. Uniform object. Okay. Oh, wait. That was right. Because there's garbage in here. So that was kind of fine. That was actually fine. Yeah, selected, it's gonna be 0. Oops. So this was actually fine. So selected is gonna be false. And color, I want to make sure back 4. Vec 3. And 1. So build this. And I should get clean. Should get clean data here. I don't save the previous capture. Okay, this is starting and capture 1 frame. Let's go to the draws. The pipeline state. Okay, so yeah, that's still alright. Element 0, element 1. Per object. And this is a pack. How should it be packed? Like, $430. Default for C buffer, and it should be 430. Structured buffer, storage buffer, yeah. Align as vectors should be aligned. Oh, align as a, yeah, could be then that the inside alignment, it should, why would it be that like that? So this matrix looks good, and then this color looks good. This guy here looks good. Selected looks good. But the second one already looks bad. Because this data should not be here. Row begins at offset 96. Why? Maybe this is wrong. 430? That doesn't make any difference. So the second row begins charge after form overall byte offset, not including overall base 96. Why is it 96? Where did you get 96 from? Why did you get 96? If the sphere V says 84, 80 size 4 and padded size 4 unused. Oh sheer. Okay, padded size unused. There is some more. But wait, why? Why is it that? Padded size is 80. No, wait. No, that's a padded size. Like, it's not additional. Is it? No, it's not. It shouldn't be additional data. Yeah, that's the padded size is 84. Array stride. Size 0 per object. So the structured buffer has one object which has 84, and this guy doesn't have VK descriptor type storage buffer. Damn! 96. And why would it be 96 then? Uh, 96 is minus 84. It's 12. And the overall doesn't make any sense. So how do I know more info about this guy here? I'm gonna jump to the vertex, and that's a per const. Okay, that's fine. So there is this uniform. Okay. Set debug name, bind memory offset. Wait, what? Why does it have memory offset? Wait, not the object data. It's a read and write buffer. It's got that amount of bytes, which is 800 kilobytes. Yeah, that's not a lot. It's bk bind buffer memory. Okay, this is the memory in use. That's fine. I don't really care about that. Memory requirements, alignment 16, memory requirements, alignment 60. Well, who cares about that? No flags. That's the size. Storage buffer exclusive. I don't see anything wrong. It's bound to the memory. Okay. Let's go. Well, this is the object. It's us. This is a memory. And I'm not getting any more information about anything there. Child 0. Child 0 dot object transform at overall bytes 96. And now it's 192, which is just 96 times 2. Yeah. So it is actually 96. And how did it get to 96? I have no idea. I can't think of any possible. That just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it keeps repeating 84. Let me try to ask GPT, well, Gemini. Why size is 84, but then in render doc I get 96. Discrepancies rise C++ buffer 84 and what render docs. It was due to shader memory layout alignment rules, specifically for uniform buffers, UBOs, or storage buffers. Haha. So how did you get to that number? So where did you get 96? Shader interface block alignment. When you use a struct like in shader part of uniform buffer object or shader buffer storage, it must adhere to specified alignment and padding rules defined by memory layout standard. Your mostly common 140 for use, and though other exist like scalar. Whoa. STD 140 layout rules are common for UBOs, SSBOs. Layout rules are similar but often with less padding for arrays and struct, making them more compact. However, the basic type like vec4 and matrices will have significant alignment even with stud for 30. Applying for so float, that's a matrix. And of the members, base alignment of the struct is max alignment. So it is 96. Even Cicero will often round up the multiple of the largest. So how do I know what is happening? To ensure elements in this struct are properly aligned, the effective stride becomes multiple of 16. So 96 byte, very common outcome of. So should I align it to 16? So should this be 16 then? Align at 16. Is this gonna make any difference? Wait, what's wrong here? What's going on? Because I'm an Android. Android Studio is always broken. So back to the past. Where is the thing that I just put here? Okay. So the size of this guy here is now 96. Cool. This is gonna make everything work better now. Well, at least in theory. Okay. Yeah. But no. But yes, but no. Yes, but no. Let's try again. Okay, everything is loaded. Capture. We get all our drawings. Okay, yeah. It's doing its thing now. It's doing the right thing. However, the data doesn't seem to be correct. Well, that's already a good. That's already a very good progress. I guess I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, I can. I'm quite happy about the progress so far. And yeah, maybe the last thing that I can do is to check whether the actual data isn't being overwritten. Oh yeah, that could be because I didn't check. So this is not happening all at once. And while I'm definitely using the VBO offset, I did not add the main offset, so the vertex buffer offset. Yeah, I didn't add this, and that should be added here. Plus vertex buffer offset, which is 32. Okay, that's fine. And then vertex buffer offset plus VBO.size. VBO.size, but then we have offset, const auto offset, which is going to be VBO, no, the offset is the current offset times the size of the structure. And that's it. I'm gonna put it to the destination offset. Boom. That should do it. Yeah! This is cool. Nice. That is it. Oh, why is everything so big now? Wait. What? Okay. What was that? Like, why was everything so big? Why was everything so big? Let me try to not update my current position so I can have a sneak peek of the world. Okay. So everything is blocky, but in the very blocky way. This is this is not what I generated. What? What's that? Yeah, this is definitely not what I was generating, is it? Huh. Yeah. Weird. But whatever it generated, it's working now. So one bit is working. Something else is not working. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, look. There's also the upside down world. This is where everything happens. It looks like everything is clamped together. That's what it could be. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I know what's happening. This is generating over and over again the same meshes. So it should not generate the same meshes. Whatever. I'm done. Did some good progress. And I'm happy with it. Guys, I have to go. See you next time for some more progress. This is set to be the best game ever. If it will ever be a game. Bye bye.